a relatively new team at Victor Forza 7.
Insanity can hold, maybe compromise Norbert a little bit in the corners here. He can do that as he tries going around the outside, saving himself on the inside, but he falls back a little bit. And if he can hold a 2 wide going into the first corner of the race, I think he'll have a better run going into turn 2. Hello and welcome to Season 1, Round 2 of the LSEM 100. I'm Kian Butler, and I'm joined today by my co-host, LSEM Boost.
Hey y'all, what up? How's it going, everybody?
I think it's going quite well. We've got a great field going on today. We've got, I think, 16 drivers so far.
Yeah, that's a good turnout right now.
Exactly. So, we have quite the battle today. We have a great field. We have LSEM, MNR, TUS, and AMS, along with a lot of independent drivers and NKRT, and SSR, mind you. And we have a points pool that's going to be really interesting to look at. So, because if we're looking at the points, if we are in fact looking at the points, what we see is that because we've merged the 2 lobbies together, we have a couple of different points from what might have been seen at the end of last week's race. So, our points for going into this race, we have AMS GG Racing in first place with 11. SSR Markey in tied first place with 11th. Lagalot in third with 9. Aerofrin and TUS Extreme in fourth with 8. Denzel and JSR John in 6th with 7th. Ace in 8th with 6. Honey Badger in 9th with 5. Oz with 4 and 10th. Big Man in 11th with 3 points. B Shadows in tied 11th with 3 points also. Newton with 2. 40 Bread with 1. And, well, what that means is that we're going to have a good points battle today. Remember, the points system that we have running for the LSE 100, you get 1 point for the fastest lap in qualifying, 1 point for the fastest lap in the race, and you get a linear point scale for your positioning in the race. So you come first, you get 10 points. You come second, you get 9 points. You come third, you get 8 points, so on and so forth. So, today's race, we're going to have to see TUS Extreme really pull one out of his hat to beat GG Racing Lagalot and try and secure the points that he can get to get back in this championship going towards the Spa round.
What he said. No, but yeah.
So,
no, but this is going to be a blast to watch.
Yeah, definitely. We've got a good field of drivers today, and, you know, it should be really good to watch. We're going to run through our driver list quickly. We have LSEM Lagalot, 40 Bread, MNR Ace, MNR Hunter, TUS Extreme, Beast Shadows from the EU lobby, LSEM 2 Quick. Actually, did I mention Beast Shadows in the points? I don't know if I did there.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Tied for 11th, if I remember correctly.
Okay, good. LSEM 2 Quick, AMS GG Racing, good Jeff Newton, GJ Newton, good job. LSEM Norbert, NKRT Nemesis, SSR Honey Badger, LSEM Oz, Aerothrun, LSEM Foxhound, and Jagged SGT. So some new faces in there as well. Serious contenders in there. No Zombie today, as we were informed that he might be yelled at if he doesn't get out of his room and get ready to go to his mother's birthday. So that's
Hey.
that.
You know, family first.
Family
Like
first.
honestly, you know, you get.
Apparently, we're not
But
good
if I
enough for
could
family.
just, oh my god. Okay, there. If I could make one comment though, just one quick one. For the longest time, I thought G.J. Newton was J.G. Newton, and only now have I noticed that it's the other way around, and my life is a lie.
Oh man. So we're just waiting for Jagged and Oz now. We need to make sure that everyone's in the same cars as they were last week, and I think that's the case. Lagalot in the Porsche, Fred in the Bentley, Ace in the BMW M3, Hunter in the M8, Extreme in the Jaguar, B Shadows in the Jaguar, Too Quick in the Jaguar, GG Racing in the Bentley, Newton in the M6, Norbert in the M3, Nemesis in the Baron 9, Badger in the Jaguar, Oz in the TT, Aerofriend in the Jaguar, and that's all the individuals for all of the drivers. Now, we are ready for qualifying all the rounds. So, qualifying, we have 5 laps in Suzuka. Oz GT, always off. Just make sure everything's good. We are good to go for the LSEM 100 qualifier for Series 1, Round 2. Here we go. We're going to transition over to our in-game screen as soon as we are ready.
I got pizza.
Apologies there. I forgot to click the spectate button, and I joined the race instead. But no, we are spectating now. Beautiful day here at Suzuka. The field has taken its positions as they would like to, and we're on the qualifying run. So, right off the back, we have Newton up in front for qualifying, Norbert in second, and it's all just kind of all over the place. We're going to ride on board with Foxhound, one of the new people to this to the series today, with Jagged, one of his friends, the other new people just ahead of him. I forgot him to go to Do Not Disturb, so we're going to do that real quick. There we go. And we see the wonderful self-made Wayland Corp alien-themed Audi TT of LSEM Foxhound. Quite a good livery, I'd say. And that TT is going to be strong around here. It's going to be strong around Spa next week. So it'll be good to see how these guys end up. We're going to look at the cars of today. We have the Audi TT of Foxhound, front-wheel drive. That TT is being shared by LSEM Oz.
Front-wheel drive gang.
Front-wheel drive,
Front-wheel
the TT gang. We have the Porsches of today. Oh, I think only one Porsche today. Lagalot sporting the LSEM livery that was made for him. I wonder who made that.
Oh,
We're going over now to Hunter, who's running the M8, the only one in the M8. Oh my!
Oh!
The only one in the M8 has now totaled. We're going to be holding a session after this for respects for the injury, I'ma say, that has just occurred. Well, no matter. It ain't slapped you a qualifying now.
Oh, I'm glad I put that on stream.
That's gonna be in the highlights. That is, I don't care.
It's gonna be in the highlights.
Oh my
God. We also have the Bentley of GG Racing, the only person with Bentley today, AMS GG Racing, using the paint from the Online Racing Association's British GT series. Quite a nice paint, pretty stock standard AMS stuff right there, and it'll be good to see what he can pull out of the hat around Suzuka today. see if he can keep up with Extreme, who I think has a better package overall on his car. The other driver in the
Better
Bentley today,
package.
better package. The other driver in the Bentley today is 40 Bread 37880. In the livery that we've seen so many times, that we have had the opportunity to enjoy so many times. It's really a
It
nice
is.
livery.
That's one thing I really do like along with these events is just seeing the paint jobs and the creativity of painters, you know, do their thing.
Yeah.
And get some nice art.
Speaking of paint jobs and
beautiful.
creativity, we're going to go to Newton now, sporting a very creative paint job on his BMW M6. Love the work that's gone into it.
I can't find where anyone is because the positions are spaghetti.
We have this pack up here with Too Quick Norbert, GG Racing Newton, and Aerofrin, the first ones across the line over to lap 2. Let's see how we are going. Have a look at player focused. Newton is in 5th right now. Norbert with 203.6, Foxhound with 205.1. We need to change the ticker at the top of the screen to something that shows us the information that we want to see at the top of the screen, but it looks like we have Extreme in first place so far. Have a look at the lap times it's gone through so far. We're getting some 206s back there. Lagalot with 201.9. Starting off with Dirty Pack. The pack from 11th down has not managed a clean lap so far. Extreme with a 202's flat. GG Racing with 202.6. It's going to see where Lagalot can actually get his car running today. I think the Porsche is going to be really strong around here, and he's going to have to make it work for next weekend. I think the Jaguar will be slightly better around Spa, or at least easy to drive. We're going to continue our run to the field. So fast. We got M&R Ace in the BMW M3.
Oh, I like what I'm looking at here.
It's very nice.
Oh,
paint
that's
job,
cool.
Rogue Energy.
Oh, it's really cool.
The other driver in the M3 today is LSEM Norbert, sporting the T-Mobile LSEM livery made by himself. Very nice livery, simple but elegant. Looking around, who else do we have? We've lost the driver though. We've lost NKRT Nemesis, so we'll see if he has just lagged out for qualifying or if he's not going to make the race itself. But we have Jagged in the Chevy C7R. Maybe not with the being the second race in, but the C7R was a car that I was looking at doing the EU Championship in, because it's probably going to be one of the more versatile cars in the ability to change it from a grip car on tracks where it's needed to a power car on tracks where it's needed, really allowing the driver to set himself up. And Lagalot's up in the second position as he crosses the line. Not sure what time he did there, but we're going to ride on board with him for a little bit, as I think that's about all the cars that we
202
have
dead from Lagalot.
202 dead, not alive, not alive. So
202 flat. You like that? You like that?
So I'm not sure what's going on. No, okay, yeah. So he's run a 202.042, only 0.02 of a second behind TUS Extreme so far. GG Racing having some trouble with his car, maybe trying to maximize that pace. Only managed a 202.6 so far. Interesting one to look at.
He's reserving his energy for the race.
Drivers that have not managed. Drivers that have not managed to get themselves set up yet for a clean lap include M&R Ace. I think Jagged. The other drivers, Ace. Topic of a stewards report from last week. A very aggressive move on Too Quick into the first right-hander to the long left-hander straight on Hockenheim has resulted in him starting with a 3-position grid penalty from his qualifying position. So he needs to get as good as a qualifying as he can today to try and minimize that penalty and try and make a comeback along the field. He hasn't managed that yet, though. We're gonna ride on board with him for a little bit and see what he can do. So, as he
Where
comes
is Ace?
through the Casio Triangle chicane at the end, Ace
That's
is
what
now
that's called?
the Casio Triangle. That's what it's called.
Casio Triangle. Isn't
Triangle.
Casio a brand that makes
Calculators.
pianos or keyboards? By about 13 miles.
They do
Wait, don't
they
they
do
make
make keyboards as well. Yeah, they do.
Oh, I knew it. I'm not a dummy, I promise.
This broadcast is not sponsored by Casio. Casio.
It is now.
If you want, you can go out and buy a Casio mousepad, programmable calculator that is not allowed to be used in certain testing environments because you can play Mario on them.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the bee's knees. I need that.
So we're gonna ride on board with Ace right now. He's putting down good times, 2:02.3. He's just not managed to clean one yet. It's gonna be interesting to see if he can manage that for this race.
Just say though, I think I just saw up on the thing that a Lagulot ran a 201.700. I think I just caught that. Corner of my eye. That's pretty quick, man. That's
It is.
like.
But it's not clean.
Oh, it isn't?
It's not clean, which is why we still have too much to stream in first place with the 201.9. Just a 10th off of
Gotcha.
Lagolot now. Lagolot's going to be pushing hard to try and get that happening in the last lap. We're going to ride on board. Lagolot is actually just behind, so we're going to stay on board with MNR Ace, Midnight Racing Association's Ace. We're going to go back to the replay cameras, and we're going to see if he
Hopefully, no one's the
managed
tire
to clean
barrier. All right. No
Yeah.
one's the tire barrier going through that. That's
nothing
good. Good thing.
spectacular. Nothing spectacular so far in terms of that crash. We're going to see where they finish off across the line. B Shadows is up in the 5th place. Ace has
Okay.
not managed to clean time.
Press F's, pay your specs in the chat, boys.
I don't know how, but his best lap time is ended up being 10 minutes and 31 seconds.
10 minutes. Oh my! That's number 1 around here.
So, yeah.
They just drove around a track. I can confirm.
Hunter
this.
has not managed a clean lap either. I don't think. He's still running his last
no,
lap. We'll
he's
see
still
if he
going.
can manage it here.
I really like the paint job on his car. And I can't see anymore because
I don't know where he's finished because the qualifying
it
session
just ended.
has finished. So we're gonna go back to our lovely waiting screen we have going on as we try and figure out our grid order for today. Hunter in the end managed a 203.1 clean. So we're going to have to write down or take a photo of these times real quick and organize our grid order for the race itself.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna grab a bite of pizza.
No worries, and while he's grabbing a bite of pizza, we're going to have a look at some other great Forza series that are going on in the Forza community with this little ad break. So, we'll be back in 1 minute. This is the LSEM 100. Stay tuned.
Man.
go. Series 1, Race 1, underway. Oh, and we have contact. M&R Hunter off the track. Zombie got killed. He's made up from 16th all the way up to the 10th. It's Aeroprint looking to defend off SVR Chasmo through the hairpin. He manages to do it. Chasmo squeezed around the inside. The outside line gets a better run there. And Aeroprint managing to hold on. Second position. We'd love to see the battle between GG Racing and TOS Extreme. Fortunately, it didn't materialize. The Ford really needs to capitalize on the pace in the race. And Big Man, a little bit deep, almost gets into Zombie. And who's that? That's Hunter. Hunter getting the run, bumping Zombie a little bit wide. Hunter! He's going to hold it. We see this last sector being really hard to pass on. But Newton might try it anyway, as he goes too wide. No, he's made the pass before the corner. Make sure that he doesn't cause issues as another problem now. Hunter. Chasmo getting locked up in the traffic. This is like Denzel catch back up, try and capture that fourth place position. As no doubt Chasmo has lost time compared to the rest of the pack. You have Hunter now. Free wide. Hunter getting spun again. As a 2 wide through the hairpin. Under the Xbox sign, Denzel looking for the run. He's up the inside. It's being a close one as Chasmo maintains position now.
There's nothing wrong with it. The only problem is that it's just time that you don't need to be losing stuck in battles. Coming to Suzuka, I'm really quietly confident because it looks like a lot of people have gone for this approach.
In that championship lead as against Lagalot, who's probably the better overall
round
car with higher things. Wait, we are finishing the race. We have mile 100. GG Racing. Alright, so we have the lobby set up. We're just waiting for, I think they're splitting the parties now, and we're waiting for TOS Extreme, who's just reconnecting to make sure he doesn't have any issues. Your predictions for today's race boost? All right. I've made a mistake. I apologize horribly. I've pressed the wrong button, and as such, you were getting a bit of audio from my desktop microphone instead of my actual microphone, and you were not hearing Boost either. So, Boost, we'll go back to your predictions there for a second.
Okay.
What are
this
they?
is super important. Alright. This is the grace. Alright. Y'all were able to hear it then, but you'll be able to hear it now. I predict that TOS Extreme, he's going to do pretty well this race. He's going to finish in like the top 16th. I'd imagine at least, because, you know, there's 16 drivers. And, yeah, those are my words of wisdom.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think he's going to finish 17th, but we'll find out.
You never know. A surprise driver will show up and just dethrone him so hard that his car's engine just explodes spectacularly, and he has to withdraw from the race.
You know, there could always be a opportunity to for a new challenger to approach. However, we are going to take another little short ad break as we wait, because we don't have much to say. We don't have much to do right now.
Actually, wait, no. I got something better than an ad break. All
It's
right.
got something better
I'm
than
gonna
that
go
break.
to Google, and we're gonna
Go
go
to
look
Google.
up some fun facts. All
Fun
right,
facts?
Look us up.
Fun
Don't
facts.
worry,
Fun
this
facts
is
are fun.
The best content. All right. I got you. Today
Okay.
there are about. You ready for this? You ready? 1.5 billion cows in the world. 1.5
Wow.
billion. Let that sink in. That's like the population of China.
Damn, that's crazy.
Okay.
Uh,
I got
Ooh,
some more.
I-
I got some more for you.
okay.
Oh, what do you got?
I
what do
was
you
going
got?
to talk about a bit of Forza news that I've just been reminded of, looking up some
Oh,
Forza
that's probably
fun
more
facts.
important.
So we have the Le Mans Esports Series going on right now. Next round, can it? Let's see. If the party splits, then sure. We might have another M3 running today. MNR Edwin.
Another one.
Another one bites dust. But we have. Okay, so we have yeah. So the Le Mans Esports Series is a series run by the FIA, who, for those of you who don't know, run Formula One, the World Endurance Championship, etc., etc. And it's pretty much the main esports competition right now, apart from the Forza RC, which is actually on break. So I guess it is the main esports competition right now. Some interesting news has arisen recently, though. There's the possibility that the G2 team, first off, JSR Azik, as I understand it, is going to G2. So he'll be changing teams. G2, for those of you who don't know, is a team that's run by Fernando Alonso.
Wait, what?
And yeah, and that team is actually well. There's a couple of teams that do stuff like that. So you have the G2 team by Fernando Alonso, and you have the Team Redline Racing, which, as far as I'm aware, Max Verstappen is actually a part of. So some interesting stuff going on there. But as I understand as well, the G2 team is actually being bought out by Red Bull Racing to make the Red Bull Racing Forza Esports team. So, for anyone who wants a bit of an interesting fact, if you go on the Le Mans Esports website and try and find the Red Bull Racing team or the G2 team, you won't find it. Instead, they'll be labeled on the Red Baguette Racing, because they have not officially made the transaction yet.
Red Baguette.
Red Baguette.
Red Baguette. Holy crap.
Red Baguette. That's the one.
Red Baguette.
Red
But
Baguette.
also, you were talking about another one bites the dust before? I got this.
Red Baguette.
Another one bites the dust.
I said a hip hop, a hip to the hip hop. You don't stop, a rocket to the bang bang boogie. See up, jump the boogie of the rhythm, the groove, and the beat. So
My dad wants me to take my dogs out. Is there time for that? Can I do that while this is starting? So
if you'd like to, you can go take the dogs out if it's going to be about a
I
20-minute
will do
walk or
that
so.
right now.
And I
It won't be a
can-
20-minute walk. I'll be
Okay.
back. I'll be back.
and I will handle. But that means we won't have the hype machine for a little while. So we're just waiting for TOS Extreme to join back now. The parties have been split. Edwin was thinking about racing. Apparently, it hasn't happened. We're going to take the opportunity to have a nice little other word from our sponsors and have a gander at our sponsor, LSEM, who is the team that I run, so it's not really a sponsor. It's just, yeah. Here's the LSEM trailer in our little ad break.
A relatively new team at Victor Forza 7. They're rolling out the red carpet for themselves here. Light Speed Endurance Motorsports. I can't wait to see with a couple of months of practice what these guys are going to be able to do.
When you want to get off that darkest ground, the And he's holding it all into the inside through the bus stop. Will he have the speed coming out of it? The Butler able to hold on to third for at least for now. There goes Butler and Buku. LSEM first and second position. We've got a line of two. That's going to be Insanity the inside of, with Slapsvella looking to the outside here in 7.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are ready for the round 2 Suzuka round of the LSEM 100. We have our grid order set. We should be doing a formation lap, which we are. Let's get this map out of the way so we can have a look at this grid as it rolls past the cameras and have a look down the field. We have TUS Extreme in first place, scoring 1 point for the fastest lap in qualifying. LSEM lag a lot in second place at number 38 LSEM car. The Porsche Aerofriend in third place. AMS GG Racing in fourth place. The Bentley, last week's race winner, going up against some stiff competition this week, as Bentley might be not the best car around this track and next week's track. So he's going to be trying to make sure that he can maintain as many positions as he can, try and maintain that championship lead that he accrued in the first race. Going back to fifth place, one of our drivers from the EU lobby has been merged, Beast Shadows, driving for about a year now. Beast Shadows, quite the driver, quite well developing. Look at that field, isn't that beautiful? LSEM too quick back in 6th in the Jaguar. Same Jaguar as always. SSR Honey Badger in 7th. M&R Hunter in 8th in the BMW M8. LSEM Norbert in 9th place with the BMW M3. GJ Newton in 10th place in the BMW M6. LSEM Oz in 11th in the Audi TT. LSEM Foxhound in 12th place in the Audi TT as well. So the TT's qualifying back-to-back. 40 Bread in 13th place. Jagged GST in 14th place with his Corvette C7R. NKRT Nemesis in 15th place in the BMW M8, the second M8 on the field, and M&R Ace dropping back to 16th place with his grid penalties. I think we have that's right, I was going to say M&R. LSEM Boost back with us now.
Nope, I'm on M&R now. Sorry, guys.
Oh man, that's a real shame.
I'm back. So I'm in time for the pit lap. Nice.
You are in time for the pit lap, although black screening.
Oh, yeah. I think there must have been some sort of disconnect, judging by amount of Forza symbols going on. So, yep.
Yeah, we're getting a call from
Yep.
race control. Hello.
Well, while he's taking care of that phone call, this race is brought to you by us because we're the ones doing the stream. In case you didn't know what game we're playing, we're currently on Tetris. This is a competitive Tetris championship. And yeah. So we're just gonna sit tight while things get figured out.
Alright, so it is understood that there was a mistake on my part. I left the lobby to timed instead of actual race. So that's been fixed now. We're ready to get back underway for the outlap. The grid order should still be set as normal, and everything should be going well there. So, Boost, myself, will be commentating this race. We've already run through our grid once everyone's readied up. We'll be ready to race around Suzuka. A couple of notices have been put out for Suzuka, primarily in regards to 130R and Degna 1 and 2. For those of you who don't know which corners are about, Degna 1 and 2 are the double right-handers before the left-hander hairpin, sorry. And 130R is the long left-hander at the back of the straight going into the Casio triangle, which is the last chicane. So, we're just waiting for Jagged to ready up now. The notice is there. We're not going to ban places from overtaking, but any incident that occurs in those, in Degna 1 and 2 and 130R, will result in a penalty for the car attempting the overtake, as those are very risky places, and it will be up to them to make sure that the overtake can be completed cleanly.
Yes. Clean is good. You don't want to get your car dirty, because then you're dirty, and no one wants to be dirty. Wise words of wisdom, but
Okay, so we're just waiting for everyone to ready up. Oz was still a little bit concerned that still says time-based, but for those of you who don't know, the way it works is that scoring type is time-based, compared to best lap times is off, so what that means is that the actual time it takes to complete the race is what's being measured. So, yeah, that's what we need. It will be measuring time taken to complete the race. And we have our grid order set. We're going to get a look at it real quick before we end up going. TOS Extreme, LSEM Langalot, Aerofrin, AOS GG Racing, Beast Shadows, LSEM 2 Quick, SSR Honey Badger, MNR Hunter, LSEM Norbert, GJ Newton, LSEM Oz, LSEM Foxhound, 40 Bread, 37880, Jacket at SGT, NKRT Nemesis, MNR Ace, myself commentating, Boost. This is the LSEM 100, 5, 4,
oh my.
3, 2, 1. We are transitioning to the racetrack.
Points for speed there, Butler. Holy moly. Points
Well, you
for
don't want
speed.
you don't want to be keeping them too long there, you know. I have a very fast.
TOS Extreme. LSEM. Alright, so.
Hello
we're
and
doing-
welcome
we're
to
doing
the
the
old
pity
timey radio.
Oh, wait, I got you. This is.
Hello everybody, this is LSEM Boost. We're going to be commentating the National Golf Tournament of 2019. I am your host, ASMR guy, and we're just going to be watching these race cars going to check.
Okay.
Yeah. So as we look around now, we see
Oh!
LSEM Langalot, TOS Extreme at the front, going through the S's now on the outlap. Aerofrin behind, and some really nice liveries going on here. Welcome to the flight out. Like a lot, slipping off a little bit. The GT3 is going around now. The TOS Extreme. The Jaguar, the Porsche, seeming to be cars of favour today. Cars that can run well. And we're back to where we were before.
Yeah, alright.
Alright.
Man, we got ourselves I'm excited. It's gonna be a fun race. It's gonna be a fun 29 laps. And my voice is gonna be botched by the end of it.
To quote a man that I admire very greatly. That's hot! That's real hot!
Oh yes! That's your man's right here. It's gonna be a fun one. And also,
gonna be great.
I'd like to get permission to rename the triangle thingies, whatever their name's supposed to be, to staircases, because they look like staircases to me, not triangles.
As long as you can keep
Permission
it
to
as Casio
rename.
staircase, permission granted.
Gotcha! Casio staircases. Buy them for $9.99 at your local Walmart.
It's a Casio craze here today at the LSEM 100 as we're in the back straight for the, imaginary pit stall on the right side there. One of the shortest pits in the game. You literally go in, stop, come out, and you're done within about 10 seconds. Of course, we're not using that today. We're using the actual GP circuit, the one used for the Formula 1, the one used for everything else, as far as I'm aware, except the ones that use the other tracks, which is how that kind of stuff works. If you're not using this one, you're using something else. This track has been used for the Le Mans Esports Series as a standard for Fuji, as we don't have Fuji
going side by
in
side.
the race. They're going side by side now, forming up too wide, going to the start-finish line. Like a lot,
If you're watching
the
this,
historic start. If you're watching this anywhere in the world, get your cocoa, get your alcohol. You're gonna need something to calm that nerve
Listen,
as we
man,
go
if
into
you're watching this,
race
put
start.
on Eurobeat. You won't regret it. You just put it on in the background. It'll make the experience 10
3,
times better. But
2,
whatever, we're
1.
going.
We're live for season 1, round 2, the LCM 100. Lagalot having a bad start there. Aerofrin managing to get around the outside, but slowing in behind TOS Extreme. GG Racing, Lagalot too wide through there. Super making the move up now, and we're gonna have Lagalot right behind GG Racing, going on board with GG Racing now, who's right in that battle there. He's managed to pull up a little bit. Lagalot maybe getting a little bit off the road there, and we're having who's that? That's Beast Shadows now, making the pass to Lagalot for the S's.
Legolas and Beast are going circles. Oh my god, that's a little bit. There's 3 wide going on the back there. There's contact. Someone's on the track.
Someone's off the track. Who's that?
Off?
Let's try and find out.
I think it was it. I couldn't tell.
Too quick.
I was.
Too quick.
Oh no.
Having issues once again at the start of the race. Last week it was MNR Race. This week that caused the issue. This week it's LSEM Too Quick, who once again has issues. Don't know who's caused that. We'll be saving the race replay. We'll be making sure that we can review that, as that shouldn't be happening for the S's. It's going to be his job now to catch back up through the pack, recovery drive, maybe going for the undercut early on to get some clear places, but going back up to the front of the field now, back up with Shadows and Lagalot. And GG Racing, Lagalot's fallen a little bit off now. But we have Aerofrin and TOS Extreme. It's going to be up to Lagalot, our number 2 place sitter, down 3 positions at the start of this race to find that pace, make the passes, and try and get back up to TOS Extreme, who is currently on 8 championship points. He has to finish 9 championship points now, sorry, as he has the fastest lap. He needs to finish in 1st place. GG Racing needs to finish below 3rd place for him to take the championship title going into the final round. Lagalot only needs to get into 2nd place to contend with that. If he can get 1st place though, and if Extreme ends up getting the fastest lap, or if Lagalot gets the fastest lap.
Oh
Something amazing is happening. What's going on?
I thought Foxhound and Norbert would go side by side into turn 1, but then Foxhound backed out of it, so I'm let down.
Oh man,
But
we're gonna having a look at Norbert now, who's one of our better drivers, one of our really good drivers, constantly finishing in up the top of the
He is a person on our
preseason
team.
rounds. He is a person on our team. He wasn't able to make last week's race. Maybe he runs a little bit wide there. Foxhound's right back up with his bumper now.
on his bum.
He's spinning
He's
acid
real
and
close.
TT's right behind that M3 of Norbert there. T-Mobile BMW are back M3. Wow.
He's got an angry pack of 5 cylinders.
Oz is going for a pass.
So you can look up the
Look at the outside. Make a little bit of tap. Oh yeah. Oz on the pass there, maybe bumping. Maybe there was a little bit of contact between him and Foxhound going out of that. I don't think there's any damage to be seen there. If there was, then the safety car hasn't been called.
Blood
Let's have a
pressure is
quick
currently
look.
140. Ace looking up the inside of Norbert, but then Norbert says, "No, thank you, sir," as they now head back onto the mighty back straightaway.
Yes. We're gonna jump up though a little bit. We have Amos GG Racing right on the bumper of Aerofin. He's looking for the pass up the inside of Casio Triangle. A little bit of bump. He's sitting running outside, but Aerofin's gonna get the better line into the second corner. And he's going to hold it, but the Bentley's going to have to straight line speed. And GG's Racing trying to get the inside line going into the first corners. Historically the best
I dare
line.
you, GG. GG, I dare you. Do
He's
it.
going for it.
Do it. What is happening? Oh,
Aerofin's wide.
He's up.
Aerofin's
He's
wide.
wide.
GG Racing
up in the second place, and now
getting
Ayrton is-
position
oh.
there. Airfriend slotted in behind GG Racing now though. He's back up to where he was, not losing too many positions, right back behind. Lagalot at the end of this train, 2S Extreme taking the opportunity to get away from the pack a little bit. He's already put down a 2-minute 1.6. Are you kidding me?
Oh my
That's already the
dearie
fastest
me.
lap that he's put down,
Extreme,
even qualifying.
Down, big boy. But Hunt is on Honey Badger's butt right now. Into the dag. The Dagners?
The Degnas.
The righty boys. The righty boy. Alright.
Oh, and he's still gonna make a pass now. Maybe. He's right on the bumper.
Maybe?
He's gonna be looking into the
Oh, he's
inside
going
of the
to the
next corner.
inside.
He's gone for it.
The
He's gone
dive.
deep. Honey Badger
It
with a
doesn't
cut
work.
back there. And he's right back in where he was before.
Sends it through there. I wasn't ready for that.
You're on
He
board with the
just-
LSEM. You're on board with the LSEM 100 today. SSR Honey Badger in 6th. Hunter looking forward to 7th. And Noonan just behind in 8th. Having a lot of good stuff going on now. There's a pack from 6th to 8th here. We have a pack from 2nd down to 5th.
B Shadows
Lagalot.
gets in front of everything going through there. Sorry to cut you off about Lagalot.
We're gonna stay in this battle now. As
Oh, that's
Aerofin.
another contact! Oh, I think
What's
Lagalot ended up
happened
going
there?
into Aerofin. I think
Lagalot-
Lagalot went to Aerofin. He pulled over though.
Yeah, the redress
There was
there.
a pullover though.
The redress there from LCM lag a lot, but what that means now, we need to look if there was damage on Aerofrin. No damage. Any damage on lag a lot, 'cause that will mean a safety car. No damage on lag a lot, no safety car called. But what that means now is that Aerofrin and lag a lot, two of the fastest drivers in qualifying. Lag a lot, second position, only 1 or 2 tenths behind TOS Extreme, has made the fall from 2nd to 8th, and it's going to be having to make one hell of a recovery drive to try and regain his championship standing. He's going to have to make it up the 4th or 5th in order to maintain his position and try and keep his points moving forward into the further rounds. But once again, we're going back. We've seen this before, haven't we? We've gone back to the Silverstone round.
Like a deja vu.
We've been in this place before, hiding on the streets,
Streets in
and
the
we
middle of
have
the time to go.
calling out Lagalot now, who is back in 8th position. We've seen this happen in the LSEM 100 preseason round at Silverstone. We want to see if he can make the recovery drive happen. He's got drives ahead that quick as well, so he's going to have to try and make it up to, I think, about 4th position, 3rd position before he'll be able to manage, barring a safety car call, which is always a very real possibility, especially with some of the stuff that happened last week. It should have been an eventuality, but alas, it was not.
I just space out for a second. What's going on? What game am I on? Oh.
We're going up to
yes,
Aerofrin, who's right behind Newton. Maybe Newton running a little bit wide there.
Newton goes a bit wide, and everything gets by, so does Lag-A-Lot.
So did Lag-A-Lot. They're looking forward now to M&R Hunter.
$9.99.
Aerofrin is on LSEM, so these two might be working together here to make the decisions that they've gotten off of each other. We did have a incident between the two. We have our first driver in the pits also. Who would that be? We have M&R Hunter in the pits. We have Jagged. Did he go off? I thought I saw him off the track for a second. It would seem not. No damage on him. But we have...
It looks like there's 2 dots very... Oh, no, I thought I saw overlapping dots.
Well, we have Beast
I'm
Shadows
just looking
right
at
behind...
30 seconds.
We have Beast Shadows right behind
but it's not.
GG Racing now. Keeping an eye on Aerofrin and Lag-A-Lot as they make their way back up the pack. Only Honey Badger that they have to pass, so that will probably happen fairly soon. But
Did someone
these
else?
two cars...
Norbert's... Did his thing drop down, or am I just crazy? I'm making terrible calls right now. Don't listen to me.
Well, I think Norbert's dropped down a little bit, but we have Too Quick in front of him now. Too Quick getting pushed off at the start of the race. So, making that recovery drive happen as well. We're going to go back to the mid-pack now with Norbert and Too Quick. Pardon me. The
Roger
fastest
that.
lap of the race so far. Clean is 201.7. So, and that's US Extreme. So he's looking at regaining the championship lead going into this Spa. But we'll see if that can materialize, barring a lag out of some variety.
Yeah, hopefully no one does a lag a lot.
The black screen.
Lags a lot. Content.
Hoping we didn't lose anyone. But we did.
Maybe we did. Who did we lose?
We lost Aerofrin? We lost Aerofrin.
Yeah, his DNF. Oh, what happened there?
It's a real shame. Probably a lag out going on there. Lag-A-Lot's stuck into the pits now. So he's going to be trying to get some open
about
air.
lagging a lot.
Yeah.
I might have jinxed it there.
That's the commentator's curse right there.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Going on board with, who are we going on board with? Going on board with Too Quick. He's looking forward to M&R Ace, who started off with the 3% grip penalty in the last position. Too Quick and Ace, last week is where we saw the incident between them resulting in the position penalty. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens here, whether Ace is going to be more, not respectful, I think just more considerate and thoughtful in his moves. But Jaguar in an M3 sandwich right now. Should be interesting to watch.
Brought to you by Beamer. But, yeah, I guess you could say this is Too Quick's chance at a salty run back after the last week's situation.
I don't think we'll be seeing any of that, though.
So, not so... I don't know what to describe. Overtake the other guy. Yes. Overtake the other guy. There you go. Alright, that's better.
Sorry,
But,
I've had about 6 hours of sleep, so I'm a tiny bit tired. But
this race is brought to you by yawning.
Yes, yawning. Something that people do when they are tired. It's theorized actually that yawning is a defense mechanism of some sort.
Back to the fun facts.
Which is why it's contagious. You see somebody else yawning, you better yawn, because otherwise you might die. Apparently.
I'd be yawning now. You've
first screen.
And we're going to jump on board with some of the guys further down the field once they get some battles going on. But for now, this is a battle to watch. Or maybe, actually, we're going to go up to second and third position. GG Racing and
Oh, they're close.
Beast Shadows. They're quite close.
Really close.
Both sporting a variety of grayscale and lime. GG Racing is being a bit more lime and more black. This one being a bit more green and more gray. But both cars.
Battle of the color choices.
liveries.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
Oh,
Lion say about that.
He's got off a little bit. He's lost some ground.
And he's put cones
Have to
all over the
catch up
track.
again. There we go. An additional race modifier just been put out by Beast Shadows there. Brilliant move.
You know it's
on
the
his
Mario
part.
Kart. Mario Kart bananas.
Yeah, it's the
that have been
bananas.
Laid on the track.
It's the
So we look.
things are going bananas in here, man.
So we look at LSEM. Lag a lot. Looking forward to M&R Hunter now. Past the pace of qualifying. Dropping down 10 positions in the race so far. Although that was due to, I think, some pit strategy involvement there. So I think he's sitting about 5th, 6th, or 5th right now. And Hunter, of course, being the position that he wants to regain and reclaim.
But another pair of drivers that are fairly close right now are LSEM 2 Quick and MNR Ace. 2 Quick's going very. He's going for it. He makes a pass going into 130 yards. Too quick, going too quick there for the Bimmer.
We just missed that one on camera on our end. Bit of a shame.
Well, you got to hear me scream over it, so it's just as good. Pace into the pits.
So Too Quick back up in the 5th position before his pit stop. I think he's behind Lag a lot now, though.
Lagalon and Hunter are going at it right now, going into the Casio staircases. Yep,
And
Lagalon's right on that. Right there.
For those of you just tuning in, this is the LSEM 100 Series 1 Round 2.
He's going for the pass. Lagalon! You're going for it!
Lagalon makes the pass. Hunter. Oh! That was an explosion.
That was a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. You see, I think what happened there was Hunter activated his Volvo mode, which turns his car to a battle tank, and when he went into Lag-a-lot there, the explosive force is about 6.4 times 10 to the 23 newtons, which is a whole lot, which shot Lag-a-lot right off there. But
Speaking of newtons,
to make it back. Speaking
going up there. Nothing going on around him right now. I just wanted to check in and try and find Goose like wait.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We're going back to LSEM Lag-a-lot, who's just in front and behind of M&R. The two teammates running different cars, but yeah, BMW sandwich in different proportions. As who's that in front? Is that, I think
that is
40 Bread.
Yes, that's Bread.
It's Bread.
Looks like, I think Hunter's gonna try to catch up to him and get a bite out of that boat. I think that's gonna happen here. Whether he'll be able to catch up out of. Wait, what?
So there's been a bit of a controversy. Oh, I was just making something. It's been a bit of a controversy in Australia recently.
Is Bread banned?
A driver was pulled over and he had a blood alcohol level that was illegally high, but he hadn't drunken anything. And so they looked into it, and they actually found that he had the blood alcohol content of about 7 or 8 hot cross buns, which is an Easter tradition over here. So
hot cross buns.
Turns out that those breads of loaf actually can make you drunk. Did I say those breads of loaf?
I'm noting that. Breads of loaf. Breads of loaf. Hunter, right on the back of 40 bread. Trying to get a bite of that loaf. Going around the outside. Oh, no, forget it. Okay.
As we go into the
outside
Degnas,
back
the Degnas, oh,
Oh,
tap.
sideways.
Hunter's gonna get pushed wide. Michael's gonna get back through. Ace is gonna get through. Racing incident.
Contact. Quite a bit of contact during this race. Holy moly. What happened?
Yes.
I think
So far it's been-
I think Brett sim twitched. I think I saw some twitch there. It looked like it was getting squirrely, and then
It wasn't so much of a
Hunter's
sim
in the
twitch
wrong place at the wrong
as
time.
Hunter tapped the red quarter panel of 40 bread, which kind of put his car out of position, and then trying to regain the car, 40 bread accidentally bumped Hunter off, it seems.
Oh man.
So Teos Extreme,
Oh yeah.
ha-
About
He's,
that guy
he's
up
here.
front. He's just chilling in first place, you know.
he's trying to make the championship
Drive.
points come in, and it's looks to be working for him so far, as we're about a third of the way through this race now. Just a little bit over.
Another
but-
guy. That's our Honey Badger in the pits right now. Currently driving out pits.
And
That's all.
gonna lag a lot real quick. We want to try and, I mean, not
Yeah.
real quick, we've been on it for a bit, but I want to try and figure out what kind of lap time he's doing and seeing if he can get back up to,
Looks like he's gonna be on Honey Badger's rear end. Going into the
Yeah.
SEs.
that incident costing him a bit of time there, but he's gonna be looking to make the move on SSR Honey Badger. I think, I'm not
Definitely looking.
This is the battle. Sure, what battle this is. The battle for 7th, I guess, right now. I don't think the people in front have pitted yet, though. And Honey Badger,
Honey Badger gets sideways.
he's going
Into the dirt.
Bit of Formula Drift back there.
Formula drift action there. Deja vu.
And the recovery drive is going pretty well for Lagalot so far. GG Racing's putting that they don't make 2-minute flats. Lagalot
Really?
bit of open air now. Yeah, he put on a 2-minute 2.1 last lap. But I think Extreme is just pulling away quite a bit.
Speaking
Should have had a
of
coffee
pits
this morning.
now. LC said
yeah,
2-minute
so-
flats, not 2-minute ones.
Oh, apologies.
This race brought to you by my cup of Mountain Dew. Code red.
Mountain Dew. I wish I had some right now.
Do the dew.
And we have, let's see, we have Norbert in the pits now as well as Extreme. So we're going to see when Norbert comes out in relation to, oh, he's not in the pits. Who's out in the pits? Too quick.
Who's that? Too quick in the.
Going to see where he comes out in relation
But
to Lag a lot in the
I
other
want to see.
individuals.
I'm finna see if Extreme's gonna catch up to Norby.
Oh, and Lag a lot
To
makes
Norbert here.
pass. We're going to come out in front of
Oh.
Ace.
What's going on back here?
Cold tires.
Oh,
Maybe wasn't
quick,
a little bit of an
trying
issue.
to go
trying.
quick, but his tires are too cold. They need blankets in order to go faster. But Ace is right on his bum. This is going through the S's.
These two are the drivers to watch. Maybe a little bit.
What's
hoping
it?
it
There's
doesn't get
contact.
heated. Ace is a little bit of a push there to try and get on the inside, but Quick is going to stay in front of him. Looking to the
Too
Degnas.
quick, ain't having some of that.
Got to look out for an incident here as both of them take a tight line by accident, I presume. Cross. It's going to let Honey Badger catch up behind.
Oh, man.
Wow.
This
That's a little battle
thing's
pack
going on
here.
now. Yep.
Another two drivers that are very close are GJ Newton and Oz. They're quite close together, but that's besides the point.
Is it though? Is it
Just
though?
thought I'd point something out. Is it?
I don't know what battle to look at though. I think Newton's
Yes.
gonna look at
Things going
looking at Too Quick for a while because the other battle, Oz is behind. Oz is in the car, doesn't have the straight line speed, so in all reality, he probably won't be able to make a move until the S's. Too Quick,
another
pulling on
top
Ace a little bit in the straight
call, I
there.
think.
Yeah, it was. It's a good,
Another
good little
top
put there. We have
Anyways.
this pack of 3 cars here.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Looks like
been a
Ace
good
is
one so
trying to
far.
find some pace
somebody's in the
to
pits.
catch up to Too Quick and finish the
Uh,
race. Who's in the pits? I'm not sure. I can't
Was-
get
wait.
up those funky fresh rhymes.
Somebody in the pits?
No,
or
no
were
one's-
they not?
No,
Might have been Norbert.
no one's in the pits.
Norbert? It was Norbert.
Oh. Not showing up
So
on my
Norbert-
screen anymore. Oh wait.
Oh, he's out of the pits, but he was in the pits. Ugh, I think.
Gotcha.
And Butler letting on a big stretch there. Yes, in the Drift Inferno.
I'm
himself in
all
the third
over
person.
the place tonight. I'm sorry, guys. But
That's right, Extreme.
These
Of
are
course, that's
cars.
before we lost Extreme. These are cars.
Oh.
This is a racetrack in
They're
Japan
driving.
called Suzuka.
oh,
The LSEM 100.
Ace! End up going to the back too quick. He's gonna wait up though. Good man. He's gonna wait up though. And now Hunter and Too Quick are side by side. Oh, and another. So that just happened, ladies and gentlemen.
He's MNR Ace and Too Quick seeming to not be able to keep off of each other in these races. Maybe your number
This just in,
we'll have
I'm
to
hearing
review.
a lawsuit. I'm hearing some lawsuits going on right now.
And that's dispersed that pack there, which gives us the opportunity and the reason to go to LSEM Oz and Newton, who've not made their first round of pits yet, I don't think.
Oh, Oz, are you looking up the inside? He does the dive! Oh, that was a mighty dive there by Oz! Gets in front of GJ Newton just like that! You mad lad!
Mad lad. And we
Absolute
have
mad
Oz.
lad. That's hot! That's real hot!
We have Oz now going into the second corner of the track. He's going to be able to maintain that position through here as the TT has a better ability to grip than the M6.
Yep.
Oz being one
They
of the
got
wheel
that,
drivers in this championship, alongside Foxhound and Big Man, who we
He's
saw last
really
week.
trying hard to represent all-wheel drivers.
Now, when he says all-wheel drivers, do you mean drivers that drive all-wheel drive or drivers that drive wheel?
Racing. It was supposed to be a wheel, man. I'm looking into it. How dare you know? Okay.
And this just in, LSEM Boost dies after a coughing fit induced by his co-commentator.
This race brought to you by Advil, which I need.
And we have Ace
As
right up on
we
the
got
back of
Coach
Newton
Driver.
now. Not sure where. How do you get back over here?
Yeah, what's going on? Where's Too Quick? Oh, Too Quick's further behind.
Yeah.
Going back to the situation out there, but they both pulled up, but they were both stopped for a while. I know Ace was stopped for a good bit, but then afterwards he just kind of drove off afterwards. I don't know if maybe there was talking between the two of them about each other, whatnot, just for Ace to go on or what. But yeah. In other news, there is a centipede on my counter, and I'm not having that. So if you'll excuse me, the centipede is no more.
And
All right,
we'll
go
tip
back
this with the highlight reel. Death of the
That's going in the
centipede.
highlights. There will be a funeral service afterwards to pay respects to Centipede. His name was Bill, but he just got billed. Old COD term for trick shotty boys. But anyways, Ace on the back of Newton, looking to get past. Will he be able to do it? Let's find out as we watch. I've kind of taken over, but yeah, have your spot back.
No. I'm letting you talk. And Newton, he's
All
turning
right,
the
well,
outside.
Newton's off
He's
the
like, now be
track.
back to you. Ace is gonna be like, now be back to you. And he's gonna get through. Ace makes the pass.
Hey, stop trying to steal my energy, you butt. No, but oh, he's going wide. You want a deep there? He's going still. Okay, I thought something might come from that. I got overhyped for no reason. This
We're getting
race
wet.
brought to you by Too Much Energy.
Getting where the MNR Hunter has disconnected from the race.
Oh, yeah.
DC
Yep.
issue.
Joining us.
No, you. Not joining us.
Oh.
Party inviting. Invite only. Unfortunately.
Oh. I
Uh,
thought that's what I just saw. That
he don't get me wrong. He's fun to co-commentate with. Might get him in for some technical data, but it gets crowded with more than 2 people. So we might call him in a bit later. But other than that, in a bit later. But I think that's pretty much Hunter's championship hopes sealed off.
Man. Hopefully he'll still race just for some good times. You know?
Yeah, I'm not even sure if he'll be able to make the. Not sure if he'll be able to make the spa round, as I know he's doing something else. I don't know what he's doing. Australia Day weekend. That's it. Day that we all like to go out, look at fireworks, and get drunk. As we go back to Too Quick now, is on. Yeah, yeah. As we go back to Too Quick now in Newton. Speaking of Australian days, it's a day that the Australians have been going at it with each other. Ace and Too Quick both hailing from the Eastern States.
Track again at the same spot. Catching the turn a bit. It's so quick, goes fast.
Oh man, I don't know. Newton may be losing his mojo a little bit. He's made a couple of mistakes which have really cost him.
Seems
As
like
we go
the
back,
fatigue is really getting on him in this
As we go-
endurance race.
as we go forward now to MNR Ace, who is looking to LSEM Oz. We'll see if he can make a clean pass here. It's probably already going to be copping a 3-place grid penalty. Maybe for the next race with that incident with Newton. Sorry, not Newton. I keep saying Newton. With Too Quick. But that'll be a stewards review, and we'll find out what happens there.
But in the meantime, MNR Ace looking at LSEM saying, "Hey, I want you to be behind me because I want to overtake you." Yeah.
And
I don't know where I was going with that.
all you people with dirty minds, don't be
Dirty
saying them.
What?
Just because Ace wants us behind him doesn't mean that anything's going on there.
Well, it's a race. There's people in front and behind and further behind. Not everything has to be the dirty thought. Anyways, I nearly exited out spectate. That would have been bad.
As the field's spreading out a little bit again, we have Stream pulling one hell of a lead. Lag a lot now is he's past Honey Badger a while back, and he's pushing up, trying to catch up the Beast Shadows. He's got 12 laps to do it. Might be able to, but so far the fastest lap of the race has been a 2-minute 1.5.
That's a real fast lap there.
Sure is. As Ace is trying to catch Oz, he's managed a good job of hanging on with him through the handling sectors, which is where the TT would excel. So we'll be looking to see if Oz can hold him off down the straights into 130R.
Looks like Ace got a better entry there, right on the back of Ozzy Boy, as they now go onto the straightaway with about 60 feet or whatever meters between them. Yeah.
Just 3/10 of a second separating these two drivers as they go into 130R. Ace might be looking for the move into the Casio Triangle, the same move that Oz made on Newton. But we'll see if that materializes.
No, Oz goes for the inside. He has it. They are very close now.
Ace
Going
most likely
up to
going to
the
be able
start.
to get the run going into the first corner. That'll be an interesting one to watch.
Yep, you gotta watch what happens, what's gonna happen.
Ooh.
What?
As this battle between Oz and Ace has led Too Quick to catch back up. Ace is looking for the move on the inside for the S's. Maybe a ill-advised move with Oz having the better handling car. It's probably best off just trying to maximize his pace through the sector and catch him in the straights.
Can't fall back too much though, because he does have an angry Jag about 140 feet away or so.
This Jaguar of LSEM Too Quick is now sitting behind MNR Ace, looking. Ace is in the runoff area there. Too Quick is looking just behind. We might have to.
Looking for the cut back. There's
Ace gets it on Oz.
And now Too Quick. He's looking in on the inside of Ace. What's he gonna do? Too Quick goes up. That makes that one's 7th. Ace in 8th, and Oz in 9th. A bit of a tongue twister there. Going onto the back straight.
Indeed.
And yeah.
Yeah.
This race brought to you by awkward silence for about a few moments. But was that Plus 100% clean there? That Ace got
I don't.
Oz?
No.
It might have. No.
Baiting the blue flag call. There's no blue flag, but it will be a time penalty for this race, especially if these guys are this close together.
Well.
Sorry for the
production
silence.
value.
I'm just using my brain. It's a hard thing.
Trying
I know.
to compute what's going. Oh, Too Quick. Got to move the back corner there. Ace is on his butt once again. Exiting the Snaky Boys. Going into the Dagners. Going into the Daniels right now.
Damn, Daniel.
Catching the grass a little bit there. Going through the Daniels. Too Quick still up front. I was just behind the two of them.
As they're going to the hairpin left now, to the corner before Spoon. Too Quick and Ace really pushing Oz, trying to keep up. Maybe not having the raw pace in the Audi TT to do it. Going for a strategy aimed towards Spa and taking as many points as he can there. Too Quick and Ace now going to Spoon one. sorry, just Spoon. There's only one Spoon corner. It's a double corner, but it's called Spoon.
This
as we
race
go-
brought to you by Spoon Sports. Honda.
This race is also brought to you by the Binding of Isaac.
Binding of
Spoonbender,
Isaac. Oh, I love
the
that
best.
I
Binding of
love
Isaac,
that game.
Spoonbender,
Binding
the
of...
best item.
But also, I was gonna say before is that with the exit I was got there at the hairpin is that, you know, the TT is a strong car in the rest of the track, but in that hairpin, you know, with the front wheel drive traction, you know, it's a little more difficult to get a better run out there than, let's say, a rear wheel drive car. And
3 cars at the pits. Got some
They
merging.
just went through each other. Sad. Oh man. Yeah, so we have but this battle has been going on for a while now, between Ace and Too Quick, and we're gonna look around the field, run for our grid order to get a bit of a palate cleanser. First place we have TUS Extreme in the Jaguar, all by himself now, pushing hard, maybe looking for the easy win, but definitely having
Victory
to
Royale.
contend. His main contender for today in terms of qualifying, Lagalot had a lot of issues in the first couple laps of the race, and he's made his way back up to 4th. He's realistically only going to be able to look at 3rd place though with 8 laps left. But
Yeah.
we go back to 2nd now, AMS Racing. Race winner
In
for
the
last
Bentley.
week. Yeah, he's far enough ahead. It's going to be tight. So GG Racing Toronto sitting on 11 points. With TUS Extreme sitting on 8, going into the round. He's already gained 1 point on GG Racing for the fastest lap in qualifying, so he's on 9 now. If he finishes here, he'll gain another point for the track position, and if he maintains the fastest lap of the race, he'll gain that point also. As GG goes off,
Ooh.
maybe pushing himself a little bit hard to try and catch up to Extreme, but if GG finishes 2nd and Extreme finishes 1st with the fastest lap, then we'll be seeing a tied race going into round 3 at Spa, the Series 1
Really? A
finale.
tied
Tied indeed. And we go back to 3rd place now. Beast Shadows joining us from the EU lobby.
Mm-hmm.
Done a really
Doing
good job
quite
so far
well.
today.
Yeah.
Pushing as hard as he can.
He's just been hanging out in 3rd place. Definitely
But
doing
Lagalot
great job of driving.
definitely pulling the pace on him, being our 2nd fastest driver in terms of lap times today. Having
Yeah.
a start there in the electric blue LSEM Porsche 911 RSR. Look for him to be challenging for 3rd position going forward into the last laps of the race. Norbert in 5th place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of in a little area of his own at the moment. Doing a nice,
Definitely,
steady job.
Yeah, 5th position is nothing shabby as he goes into the pits now. We'll see where he comes out in relation to Too Quick and Ace, etc., etc. SSR Honey Badger in 6th place. In the Jaguar,
Out in no man's land.
might be coming out
At the
around the time Norbert comes out of the pits. Too Quick back in 7th, having those incidents with Ace where Ace made some aggressive moves once again. We have M&R, Ace in 8th. We have LSEM Oz in 9th
Oz
in the Audi
in
TT. We have Newton in 10th. 40 Bread in 11th in the beautiful blue and orange Bentley. I wonder who painted that.
You love that Bentley.
He painted that.
I was about to say, is that why you're mentioning it so much, you silly goose? You silly goose.
We have Foxhound in 12th in his alien TT. What? No, he painted that. We already said that out. we have NKRT Nemesis in 13th in the BMW MA last minute entry, and we have Jagged GST another last minute entry in the Chevy C7R, just ahead of the battle between Too Quick and Ace now, which we're gonna go back to.
Yep. There's also, just while you guys are watching that, I'm watch the battle between SR Honey Badger and Norbert, who are quite close now, and I'll give you updates on that.
Awesome, thank you. As this back marker here, Jagged is gonna be causing a bit of drama, maybe. Too Quick's gonna have to try and make the pass on Jagged, and Jagged's actually gonna let them pass.
Let two of them be inside.
Good.
Yes. Good boy 9000. Good boy 9000.
But we have here the race that could have been, should have been, last week. Didn't end up happening. Too Quick and Ace, right around the same pace, making sure that they can get to the end of the race.
Ooh, those bars!
So,
you know, I got in West Philadelphia, born in... Hey.
So we got Norbit, Honey Badger up ahead. We have Ace and Too Quick, and we have battle looking to materialize for third place as GG Racing and Extreme have now gone into pits. Shadows are looking to stay out. We can get some fresher tires within the race. It looks like Lagalot has also gone into pits, so we'll see what Lagalot comes out in relation to them. We're gonna go on board with Norbit now. Oh, actually no, Ace running a bit wide. He's gonna be looking to front move, but he doesn't get anywhere really. Still not side to side, back to back, even.
Yep, yet again.
Ace maybe backing off a little bit.
Yeah, really close to each other.
Really are. And we have Norbit and Honey Badger up. We're gonna ride on board with them for a little bit.
They're side by side! Norbert got a decent run out there, and then Honey Badger's gonna have the acceleration because Jag!
So we see two battles playing out pretty much identically right now. Too Quick
Yeah,
in the
man.
Jaguar, Honey Badger in the Jaguar, Ace in the BMW M3, Norbit in the M3, looking up the inside. He's gonna pull out of that one. And we have the drivers, BMW versus Jaguar, 2 times over. We'll see where these two end up spitting each other out.
Yep, the British
In this
car
race.
versus the English car, just like the war all over again. Norbert going up the inside! He freaking sent it through there, but he went a little bit too far in there. Honey Badger's gonna get the cutback. Norbert, you absolute mad lad. You absolute mad lad. Guess
And,
what? Ace does the same thing. As they're now side by side going up to the start finish, but Too Quick yet again gets up front. Oh, these two, they're like married couples. They're exactly alike. I don't know why I made the married couple analogy there, but we're rolling with it. This is the LSEM 100. Round 1, week 2, +3.
-4 is quick math, is we have Series 1, Round 2, LSEM 100 at Suzuka GP in Japan. Breaking LSEM boost.
Week 2.
As Ace is right up on the buffer too quick right now, looking at a Degna to get the run to the hairpin. He might have it. He might make a move up the inside.
Is he
here.
gonna go for it? No.
He's gonna
No,
look for a
he-
run heading into Spoon. I think he's got the better
Yeah.
line through the corner. But I don't
yet
think
again,
he's better drag.
Dragon's acceleration. It's just too quick.
Definitely.
Just like the name of the driver. Coincidence?
And
I
we
think not.
We have Beast in I'm gonna go both with Beast Shadows.
Where's
Coming out
he?
the pits. Side by side with
Oh.
GG Racing, just behind. Cyclops still a fair ways back.
Oh, they're real close to each other right now. I'm actually going to take this minute just to look at Beast Shadow's tire wear. Oh, yeah, he's on a
He's
fresh
just come
pair.
out of
GG
pits.
Racing's just... Oh! LSEM boost with the epic calls this race. I'm on fire right now. Okay, so now we got 3 little pairs of intenseness going on here.
Indeed.
It's real juicy. Like a nice T-bone steak. As going to turn.
T-bones are overrated.
Ace.
Aren't they? I think that the
Fine,
Scotch
how about
fillet
T-bone?
is better. T-bone.
I don't know steak names, so I'm
You're
just
a
going with
steak.
the juicy one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a steak now. Just been transformed on the floor.
And we're
Because
going
of
back
falling.
to Ace. As they
Yep.
come out of the S's. 2 quick runs wide.
Too quick goes on!
That's going to mean Ace gets the pass through to Degnas. No contact
Oz
there.
can get by as
Quick
well.
push himself a little hard. That's going to be
Oh,
probably the
man.
conclusion of that battle. Oz gets through to.
The
He's going to be looking to
game
get past
changer.
Oz again. Low. We have a look at where he actually ends up finishing with the stewards review time penalty that will happen after the race. Ace now 10 seconds ahead, sorry, 6 seconds ahead and 7 seconds ahead of Oz and Tuka respectively. Going to Norbert and Honey Badger now.
Yep, this is what I'm watching right now. Real close, going to start finish straight away. The LSEM and SSR battle. Just like the good old days. Looks like Norbert's really trying to get a draft. As he follows Sendback going into turn 1. Getting real close there. Exiting out. Going into the Snaky Boy section. And I stole your thunder. I keep on doing this.
I'm gonna iterate this to you now, Boost. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm letting you talk. If I want to talk, I'm just gonna talk.
Oh. Alright, so they're going in towards the Daggers. I can never pronounce that. The Daniels. Going in now.
Oh, we're pushing up.
Real
Getting a
close.
bit of
Honey
tap on
Badger.
Honey Badger.
Do you think Norm's gonna send it up the inside? I don't think.
May very well do.
No, he's looking to get the run out of the hairpin, though. Yet again, I've said like 15,000 times, that freaking Jack's acceleration. Just
This is the current battle to watch for I think the remainder of the race as GG Racing and Beast Shadows are spread out a little bit now, and there's not enough time to let Lagalot back up third place, I don't think. So we're going to be spending most of the race left now with Norbert and Honey Badger.
Yep. Now going into Lotus 130R. Whoa, Norbert always getting a little sideways there, but it's fine. He holds it. Going into the Casio staircases.
Stair steps. Yep. Going out onto the start finish straight away. This here is Bowers, ladies and gentlemen.
Another yawn coming out from me. Sorry. Bit tired. And we're on lap
He's
27
tired.
and 29. The LSEM 100. I've said that about 7 times today. I'm gonna slowly stop saying it as the race starts to draw to a conclusion.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start saying it and said, "This is the no." Just kidding.
This
I
is
kid.
Forza! This is Rocket League!
This is Tetris. This is a competitive Tetris championship. I am your host, Billy Mays, here with the OxyClean detergent bottle. Norbert and Honey Badger going into the Doritos yet again. Looks like there's a bit of distance between them. Think
Yeah, we had Norbert.
sideways towards.
Norbert touched the grass there in the middle of that. But we have 2 quicker ahead of Oz. No, we have 2 quicker behind us still. Gonna jump back to that battle. As materializes.
Alright.
And
Yep. They're driving.
as a reminder,
They
goal
are.
today's race is still preliminary, as there will be some review going on throughout the week. The 2 weeks,
Oh,
actually.
yeah.
As next week will be the 24 hours of Daytona. Run by
Drivers
the
gonna
online
race for
racing
24 hours straight.
Dude, and right up in the back I was backing off of that one a little bit, getting on the brakes a bit late, going to spoon 1, looking for the undercut, going to spoon 2. And
Also, you said Newton there, bud. Too quick.
I keep doing it.
Looking to catch up to Oz. That mighty Jaguar acceleration coming in again. Oh, he's caught a bit. He's gonna back off a little bit there, going to 130 yard. Good man, doesn't get into any trouble here, but he has fallen back quite a bit from that. But he's gonna catch right up again, going into the Casio Dorito. Not the staircases, going out to the start finish straight. I'm mixing up my names now.
And Too Quick and Oz now, both members of LSEM, both good drivers, both having some tussles today, and both looking to maximize their pace and their points going into the next race of the season. TS Extreme has pulled a 20-second lead over AMS GG Racing. GG Racing just behind, or ahead now, sorry, of Beast Shadows.
Yeah, you know, I'm not trying to jinx, but I think Extreme might have this one, unless a catastrophic incident happens, like I was talking about, where his engine explodes. But I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, that nice reliability of the Jaguar.
Indeed.
As Too Quick and Oz go through the Casio staircase.
As they come in a Dagna 2 for the under the figure of 8
Dagna
bridge.
Yep.
Too Quick looking for the run out of the hairpin corner. Might be able to
He
get
gets the run out of there. Oh, Too Quick! He topped it, went into the sand pits. No.
Just not his race today.
Oh no.
He's had a couple of different issues, some incidents with Ace where it seemed to be the fault of Ace, but that will be reviewed.
There will be. We'll review as much as we can. But looks like that battle's been broken up now. So in terms of battles, I think all that's left is really Honey Badger and Norbert. But anyways, we're going on to the last lap, people. Last lap. Flash that up there. We're on lap 29 of 29.
And mile 100 will be at the end of this lap.
Yep. And yeah. So as the race wraps up here, go up to the positions. I'm gonna do it now because I feel like it.
Yeah.
So we have in first place TUS Extreme, second place AMSGG Racing, third place Beast Shadows, fourth place LSEM Sir Lag a Lot, fifth place SSR Honey Badger, sixth place LSEM Norbert, followed by M&R Ace, followed by LSEM Odds, followed by LSEM 2 Quick, followed by JG Newton, that's his gamer tag now, followed by LSEM Foxhound in 11th, 40 Bread, 37880 in 12th, and Nikurt Nemesis in 13th, and Jagged SGT in 14th. And yeah, those are the positions as TUS Extreme going out to the start finish, and he's gonna cross the line in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now his race is done.
We have mile 100 of the LSEM 100. Get ready for the loud noises, because they've just started.
Oh, loud noises. I got you with loud noises.
No. No! Ah. So our finishing grid order for today, as they cross the line, TUS Extreme in first place, and AMSGG Racing in second place, and as far as I'm aware, Extreme has managed the fastest lap of the race, which means it'll be a tied leaderboard heading into the next race. B Shadows has finished in third place. Good performance from him. Lagalot in fourth. Lagalot's actually got him Lagalot actually got past B Shadows after the race finished, so I'm guessing B Shadows slid himself out or something like that. Lagalot finishing in fourth place.
The Javatar's that much better.
Honey Badger in fifth. Norbert in sixth. M&R Ace in seventh. LSEM Oz in eighth. Too Quick in ninth. Newton in 10th. Foxhound in 11th. 40 Bread in 12th. 13th place is NKRT Nemesis. 14th place is Jagged GST, and we are going to ride along with him as he finishes the last lap of the LSEM 100.
What a crazy race it's been today, man.
It really has,
Some
hasn't it?
intense stuff going on. And, some bumps, some shingos, but you know, that's just racing.
This is pod racing. And we have Jagged now coming through Degma 2 with the old man racing livery.
Old man racing.
Pretty nice livery.
Yes, got some nice costumes going on here. Well, with the number 20.
Yeah.
Yep. It's indeed a number on the number line. I can confirm this, being an 8 calculus.
We're gonna sound clip that, I think, because that sounded like a Formula 1 car going down the back with that Audi TT. You hear that?
I hear it.
That sounds good. I like that. Good old B12. Formula 1 racing. Miss those sounds. So, as he comes through the Casio Triangle, that will be the conclusion of today's LSEM 100 race. Pretty good one, wasn't it? And we're now gonna pull some drivers in for interviews. This thing is on. It's on indeed.
Okay, my controller died. Very spectacularly right when it mattered. But
that's a shame. So we're gonna try pulling in TUS Extreme for a post-race interview, and along with some other drivers. What the but though? Some gibberish coming out there. We are joined by TUS Extreme, connecting the party Extreme, you had a really great race today, finishing off in first place, pulling quite a gap to second and third.
I don't know what to say. This Jag was much better than I thought to be around this track. It surprised me. I annoyed myself because I set a couple of 201 flats in that race, which was a bit annoying. But I noticed there was some good battles going on, some clean drivers out there today. A few people pulled out the side when they saw us coming past, so I was pretty pleased with that. But it's been a great race today.
And you managed to pull off fastest lap in qualifying, fastest lap in the race, and P1 earning you 12 points today. DG Racing is now tied with you.
Well, I needed it after last week. Obviously, the dilemmas of lobby situation, but that's no one's fault. I said I needed to win, get both podium. I've worked hard to make sure, but next week's going to be a different story. It's at Spa, so all these cars that are out there that are designed for quick cornering speeds. I'm going to struggle a little bit, I think. So let's see what next week brings.
It's going to be a battle between you and GG Racing, so you can get the better track position, but also trying to block off people like I think Lagalot is an next contender.
Yeah, Lagalot. I was surprised. Like, he stepped off the pace. I don't know what happened. Did he get involved in an incident?
Yeah, he had some incidents at the start, and he ended up dropping down to, I think, 9th position. But he made it back to 4th position, and with another 5 laps or so, he probably would have been able to make it back at the 3rd.
Yeah, that's really good of him. Like, he was the one that I was most worried about today, because obviously I saw him in practice. He was running low 201s, and I was like, oh, here we go. Lagalot's going to run off with it. He took on a good driver there, guys. Took on a good driver.
Thank you. Sorry, TUS Extreme here. Thanks for joining us for the interview.
You're very welcome.
You know, you pushed that Jag to the extreme.
Oh, that's pretty comical. Yeah, ba-dum.
Yeah. Ba-dum.
So, guys, thank you for...
Oh, cut them off there by accident. A bit early. I'm going to try and get Lagalot
so tough.
in, and then we'll be pulling in Too Quick and Ace for a quick post-race interview. And yeah. Just waiting for the connecting button. There we go. LSEM Lagalot joining us now. Lagalot having some complications at the start there and making another remarkable recovery drive, just shy of the podium once again. How would you how did your race go?
How are you doing?
It's kind of a disappointing race, actually. I'm quite disappointed in myself. I just wasn't racing the way I should have been. It's just, yeah.
But you're not going to be too far behind. You have GG Racing and Extreme, who are both tied for first position now in the standings. But you might arguably have the better car going into the next week, the weekend after, because we're having the 1 week break for the Daytona 24. If my math is right, you should be sitting on about 16 points. 17 points. 16, 17? One of those two. What's your strategy going to be heading into the Series 1 finale?
I'm definitely focused on qualifying. You need good position around Spa. And then probably have a really weird strategy going around Spa, because I just want to put myself in clean air.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Especially, hopefully, I do race a lot better next week. I'm not happy with myself this week.
But, you know, don't try not to be too hard on yourself, though. You did a real good job out there, man. You know, you
think
caught
otherwise.
quite a few positions. I know things didn't go quite the way you wanted to, but I hope for the best for next week. All right.
Thanks, man.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
no problem,
LSEM
man.
Lagalot joining us for the interview. We're gonna have now. We're gonna pull Too Quick and MNR Ace in. Maybe at the same time, maybe not. We'll see. Pardon me. And we'll get their opinions on what happened today. A couple of incidents along the road. Definitely have to have a look at what happened lap 1 in the 100 between Too Quick and Ace. Or I don't think that one was Ace because there was a lot of grid differences in position. Yeah. Trying to pull in those other drivers. We're gonna run through our finishing order real quick. Once again, we have TS Extreme in first place, GOG, AMS GG Racing in second place, B Shadows in third place, Lagalot in fourth, Honey Badger in fifth, Norbert in sixth, Ace in seventh, Oz in eighth, Too Quick in ninth, Newton in 10th, Foxhound in 11th, 40 Bread in 12th, Nemesis 13th, and Jagged in 14th with Hunter and Aerofrin not finishing the race. Thank you for the follow, White Frigger. It's always great to have more viewers for the race. And I don't know, that might conclude our broadcast for today if we can't get more drivers in. So, thank you so much, everyone, for watching and attending the LSEM 100. I've been Kian Butler, LSEM the Butler, and I
was here too.
Yeah, sorry. I was reading a message. I'm Kian Butler, LSEM the Butler. I've been joined today by LSEM Boost, and we thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
Insanity can hold, maybe compromise Norbert a little bit in the corners here. He can do that as he tries going around the outside, setting himself to the inside, but he falls back a little bit. And if he can hold a 2 wide going into the first corner of the race,